Hey guys, I know this isn't a toilet or electronic, but this is a plumbing thing here. I've kind of found under the sink here. I don't know why I run into this kind of piping all the time from people. That's under the sink. They said the sink was kind of draining a little slow, but I drained it. It seems fine. I don't know what they're talking about, but it's not backing up or anything. I don't know. It makes no sense, but okay. Well, anyway, but if you look at this, this looks like a handyman special. Not putting down any handyman out there. There's professional handyman, and then there's just your, hey, my friend's cousin knows a guy that knows a guy kind of thing. And not that I'm knocking anybody's work, but look at this kind of weird setup here. And that's band clamps on this like soft, like nylon type piping with the barb fittings. So that's going to reduce flow right there. At least they were smart enough to put a vent in it. That Fernco, a reducer Fernco. So there's a reducer slowing it down right there, going from like 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches. Because those openings, these are 1.5 inch fittings, these T's, and there's a coupling there, and elbow, those are 1.5 inches, but they're 1.5 inches than the ID, the outside diameter, or the outside diameter, so they're smaller on the inside. So the inside diameter is smaller. So I'm going to replace that. It looks like they got a Fernco down there, and it goes back to ABS. So that bottom clamp, I'm going to pull that out and get rid of this. So that's what I'm going to be changing. I found another pipe setup I had in my scrap stuff. This here I think will work. If I have to modify it a little bit, I can. I won't have to put a clean out Y on there because it'll come apart down there at the Fernco. But I'll put the vent right there. It'll work out perfect, but maybe have to put an extension here. It's a trap, so it's kind of a weird looking setup, but it'll work. I think that'll work. That'll be 100% better than this crap here. I mean, yeah. So anyway, that's what my project is for now, to get this out of here for these people. And maybe that'll help the sink out. I might run a snake. I got a snake out there. I might run down through there. Could be some soap sludge build up, but soap build up. But yeah, this piping will definitely slow flow down. This kind of tubing, guys, and these fittings are usually used on like basement pumps, water pumps, sub pumps, sub pumps. Stuff like that. I've seen them used on water, on wells, but usually not on drains. I've run into this 2 or 3 different times in houses, on bathtubs, wash machines. I mean, it's okay. It'll work, but you're reducing your flow, you're slowing your flow down. So it's not really meant to be like this kind of a thing on a sink. But anyway, like I said, it runs fine. I don't see any problem with it backing up. Let's see what happens. Put a little soap in there. Hope they don't mind that. Let's do a quick test. Maybe when it runs full, gets quite a bit of water. Maybe it got quite a good water flow. I'll say that. Good water pressure. That should be enough. Let's see what happens. We'll plug out. That's draining pretty doggone quick, if you ask me. Did you hear that little check valve there in the vent? It's working just fine. But, yeah, I'm going to recommend we put that other pipe in there. Just because. All right. Well, anyway, I don't see a thing wrong with this sink. But if they want it changed, we'll change it. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys.